These are all of my study Bibles and why I bought each one of them. I want to start off strong with the ESV study Bible. This at almost 2.5 inches thick. This is a monster of a study Bible, and there is probably very few complete study Bibles like this one. I would say this is a 10 out of 10 Bible, and I would recommend it to anyone who is looking for deep study of the Word. Not only is the ESV a good word for word translation, but when I say this is chock full of information, I'm talking about every single page, single column text, full color illustrations. I bought this one secondhand off of Facebook Marketplace, but it is still a good value. You can get a hardcover for about even $17 on sale on Amazon or $30 regular price. My next Bible on the list is what I would consider a specialty study Bible. This is the Ancient Faith Study Bible by Holman in the Christian Standard Bible Translation. This is a really good translation because it is probably right in the middle of dynamic equivalent and formal equivalent. So it's word for word when it needs to be, but it's also thought for thought when it needs to be, making it a really, really simple Bible translation to read, perfect for new believers or someone who's new to the Bible. And this has commentary from the early church fathers, or what is known as the first century of Christianity. I really like that I can pick up a Bible and see their commentary right there, rather than having to buy individual books and fill up a library. I think if you're interested in church history and church fathers, this is the perfect introduction to do so, and a beautiful presentation. This next study Bible is more of an honorable mention. This is the Holman Handcrafted HeReadsTruth. That's right, we have another Holman Bible, and look at how thick that is. This is not technically a study Bible, but what it is, it does have really, really good resources on understanding the Word of God, and I would definitely recommend this to any believer who is new to their faith or anyone who's new to reading the Bible. I think the typesetting they chose for this and the wide margins makes this the perfect Bible to take notes in, as I have done right here in the margins. But it also has a lot of really interesting graphics and maps that help you kind of understand the perspective of the people who wrote the Bible, and even starting every book with an overview and an outline of what's going to be found in that chapter. It also comes in this really beautiful box at under $100 right now on Amazon. I think this is probably the best bang for your buck as far as premium Bibles. I realized that I actually own more Spanish study Bibles than I actually do own English study Bibles. And that's because the church I attend primarily speaks in Spanish. So we're going to go over our Spanish ones next. I won't go too in depth in this video, but I'll make a separate video in Spanish about these study Bibles. So let's start. This is the Miguel Nunez Topical Study Bible. What makes this different from a regular study Bible is that instead of having commentary on every page like most of the ones we've seen, this one has articles and short little brief summaries of chapters, which makes it kind of a really, really good everyday Bible, because most of the Bible actually looks like this, just like any other regular Bible. What makes this really special is that this is a premium Bible, and this beautiful goat skin with tooled ribs, edge lined, and I got this for about $35 shipped to me. I think the deal is still going on. It's one of the best deals on the internet. So if you read Spanish and you're looking for a premium Bible, there is no better deal on the internet than this right now. Up next, I have the Biblia de Estudio Patrística. This is kind of the Spanish version of the CSB Ancient Faith Study Bible, but it's not the same thing. This has also a list of compiled notes, commentary from the early church fathers and first century Christians. I've just been really interested and intrigued in first century Christianity because I'm really interested to know how they saw the Bible, how they saw the Old Testament specifically, and seeing how much it's changed today or what is remained the same. So if you read Spanish and you are interested in learning about the church fathers, early church Christianity, how they read and understood the Bible, I think there's no better introduction than this Bible right here. Just to show it's jam-packed full of notes. Finally, my newest addition to my study Bible rotation is this one from the same publisher actually. It's pronounced CLIE in Spanish, it's CLIE. I don't really know what it stands for. But I love that Bible so much that when I saw that they had a Bible that focused on the prophetic and eschatological message of the Bible, I thought that it would be a good Bible to buy, especially because our church right now is going to the book of Daniel, and it's got me really interested in eschatology again. And this might be the Bible which I finally start studying Revelation again. But this Bible gives me the confidence of studying it because it has a lot of good notes about the prophetic nature of the Bible without being too weird, if you know what I mean. And it does so being really, really well balanced and not taking too many liberties on interpreting the text or eisegesis. I think it does a really good job of staying exegetical and staying in its lane because, but at the end of the day, the nature of the Bible is that it's end times and it's prophecy. So if those topics interest you when you read Spanish, this is a good Bible to have. And I hope that somebody found a really good recommendation or has an idea what they would like to go for with the next study Bible or their first study Bible. If you know of a good study Bible below that you'd like to recommend, please let me know in the comments. Thanks again for nerding out with me over Bibles. This is something that I love to do. If you love videos like this, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to my channel if you're led to do so. Thank you. This is Saint Noel. And remember, study the Word of God, show yourself approved, but study it to know Him, not just to know about Him.